So you say that this body is also me. Now, why is that body you and this body not you?
Yeah, I mean, that's precisely my question.
If you did not have the labeler who is coming and saying me, you, is not labeling anything. Like maybe we spoke this last time also. Like for a child, infant, you have a small baby. For them, they don't have this distinction till a particular age. They don't have, like I take this example often, like the hand or toy makes no distinction for them. They're happy playing with the hand. You don't have to tell them to just play with that toy or something. So they don't have this idea of me as a separate me. So can you be something which needs the idea to exist? So independent of this idea of label, what are you now?
Well, I'm this. I'm all of this.
All of which? Only a particular aspect of this or all of this?
All of this. I mean, not all of this, but whatever.
But yes, but what is defining that boundary line? This is you, but not just this. All of this.
So how can I verify that?
Yes, that's what we are doing now. By seeing that if this is an experience, even that is an experience, what makes it me or my experience versus that of another? How is it that all of this, if I can have all of this in a dream, and all of that is me in a dream, so we accept that, when we come to this waking state, then how is it that when this seeming state comes, and the mind says, but this body is you, this name is you, then we are so easy to accept that. Now, this voice that you're hearing, is it not being heard in the same space as the sensation which you call your body is being experienced?
Yes.
It is in the same space. Is there a boundary line between that experience of that body and this voice in that space?
No, it is.
So right now, we can see that unless I went to the support of this labeler, which has labeled this as me and you as another, then this distinction would not have.
But do you really need to label them to make a distinction?
Yes.
Isn't that not experience directly?
No, we have learned, and our habit has become to interpret the experience as if it is an experience of separation. Actually, the separation has never happened. Now, you say that it seems to me that these sensations of the body are very intimate, and naturally it seems like this must be me. Okay, fine. Now, in your last 5 problems, how many have been about the body?
None.
None have been about the body. So if you are the body, whose problems are those? So you say that, for example, what the usual problems are, I should have more money in the bank. Now you are the body. What do you know about money?
None.
Nothing. So how can you have that money problem?
Yes.
You could have a problem. It says that I wish I had the perfect partner who would understand me. Now, does the body care about this kind of understanding or not?
No.
So who is that one? The beauty of what I'm sharing is that even if you consider yourself to be the body, this one, the ego, is still not there. The one who cares about relationship, the one who cares about money, and the same one who cares about freedom also. So I say that the body identification actually, although it is not true from my direct experience, but actually it is much maligned.
Correct.
Even if you consider yourself just the body, you would not have all this trouble. It is because you consider yourself to be the owner of the body, the same one that is the owner of the money, the same one which is the owner of the relationship, and the same one who is the seeker of freedom. That one is the trouble. And that one is just an imaginary cat who's searching for its next bowl of milk. So if this is seen, then you say, okay, that one is imaginary, but which one is true? Yes. So if that one is imaginary, how can I find the real me? Now, if you're looking for a solid definition of real, can it be something which is changing all the time? If this wall, I was painting it black, blue, yellow, green, every day it was changing. And then you were saying, okay, what is really the color of the wall? What would be the answer?
I don't know. I mean, it can be anything.
No answer. You see? So it must be the unchanging one that we can call real. You see? If God itself were changing all the time, then how could we find that? So the search is for that which means unchanging, because we are looking for stability.
Can you make me realize more on this unchanging part?
Yes. What is the trouble? The trouble is that we've had various beliefs about ourselves and they have been changing. So we are not finding stability. We've had various ideas about how much money I should have, which partner I should have, how should I live my life. But if we had one consistent idea, we would have just got that and been happy. But these ideas keep changing. So nothing in the phenomenal world has given us that sense of stability, unchanged. Is it? And yet, it is not an alien concept. Is it? It is not like if I tell you there's a 25 color rainbow. It's not. So when I say unchanging, something recognizes what an unchanging could be. Yet, in phenomena, have you had the experience of that? Is it? So something deeper, intuitively, has a knowingness about this unchangingness. Is it? And usually you come to satsang because you're tired of attaching to that which is changing. You're attached to this, you're attached to that, but you cannot keep it. Or the idea about what you wanted itself changed. So that causes suffering. So we come to satsang because we got tired of the changing and we're looking for that which is unchanging. Now, this is an exploration to see whether there is something which is unchanging or not. So it's a real life exploration. It is not, we can have various hypotheses. I can propose some things, but you're not meant to just buy the answer. So I'm glad you're doing this question. You're saying that I say that you are awareness, but it is my experience. It doesn't seem like it is my experience. So this is what we are checking. So it seems like our longing now is to find that which is unchanging, because we are done with that which is changing, because so much suffering comes because of that. We want to now go beyond that. So let's have this exploration. And this is exactly what we were doing. The basket metaphor, although it's a simple one, it's an extremely powerful one. So the world is changing, body is changing, thoughts are changing, emotions are changing. What witnesses all of this? The same one which has witnessed many bodies. This which we call the waking body, that which we call the dream body, the same one which had that dream body which has not a single cell in common with this one. So what is that? Now the thought will bring knowledge to you. It will bring something which you think is scientific or something like this. But we are going beyond that and staying with our direct experience. What can we say about this state? This which we call the waking state. Is it a constant?
It's not constant.
It's not constant. Now, will this body be able to escape this waking state and join you in your dreamless sleep?
It doesn't sound.
Maybe because I phrased the question that way. But
I don't know how to answer that.
the fact is that as you come to dreamlessly, is there anything there including this body? Who knows this? If there is nothing there, then who would be there to know that there is nothing? That itself must be not a thing. If there is no thing there, then that which witnesses that there is nothing there must itself not be a thing,
Correct.
isn't it? So, if you say that I had waking state, I had dream state, I had sleep state, you would have to be the constant through the states, isn't it? Because you say, I had this, I had this, I had this. So you are the one constant. The waking state takes everything that the waking state has and goes away. The dream state comes and all this entire world can appear. And then when the dream state goes, everything in that goes away. And then the sleep state comes where there is nothing. And yet, you remain, but not as a thing. Now, when the waking state came, did you become a thing? It's very important. We are not presuming anything.
Yeah, I'm just checking.
Yeah, so we're just checking.
Yes.
So, from this no thing, all things have come. And you rightly say it seems like I get infused in that. So, all of this is made up of me. And yet, that which is fully full, in spite of the appearance of this manifest fullness, nothing happens to that. What you are in your sleep state is not affected by the appearance of this waking state. What you are is unaffected by the appearance of the dream state also. All these states are changing, coming and going. Now, so what will happen is that when the waking state comes, there is this mind which tries to tell you that you are just an object of the waking state. Actually, you saw that the entire state came from within you. It is your own power which is manifesting as this waking state. But this voice will come and tell you that not is the waking state is not in you. You are an object in the waking state. Now, without that, you will see that all of this, there is no separate me. There are no two. That's why it is Advaita, not two. There is no qualitative or quantitative difference between a dream and that which we are calling the waking state. Actually, there is only one dream state or waking state. It's just that this seems so intimate and real that we hesitate to call this a dream. It's okay. We don't have to force that. The point is the main point in the beginning is that even in this waking state, when I look for the one who could have the problems about money, relationships, even health of the body, that we do not find. And if we do not find that one, you see, then we see that it has just been a belief, an idea that I believe about myself. So, but right now you are empty of that belief also. Till you thought about
enjoyment of that. But
no. In this moment, you are empty of even that belief. Now you're thinking about it, now the belief can come back. See, this is the magic. God is God. Now God can use its thoughts to pretend as if it is darshan. Now you said that even this appearance is me. Now I am that full. So everything that comes must also be me. There is nothing else.
correct.
There is only awareness in that which we call dreamless sleep or deep sleep state. There is only awareness. There is no thing. You see? Therefore, that is the sum and substance of everything. Then, if something comes, what must that something be made up of? Same You see? So whether it is the manifest aspect, which is experienceable in a way,
Correct.
that also must be made up of the same awareness.
Correct.
You see?
Absolutely.
Just because something is moving, you see, just because our finger is moving, doesn't mean that it ceases to be the hand. It is still the hand. So it is awareness itself, the self itself, which is manifesting itself as consciousness, which usually we use the label God. Now it is this God, or the manifest aspect, the saguna aspect, the attribute, the one with attributes aspect of the self, which we call consciousness. So this consciousness is what? Is the self alone. But it has a qualitative feel as if it is manifesting I am. I playing as I am. See? Now, till I am, no trouble. What is the root of all trouble? Till I am, no trouble. That's Atma, consciousness. But you are saying that I am the James Bond character. You see? But actually, now you're seeing that the entire game came from within you. The entire play not only came from within you, it continues to just bubble around in your own being. But within this, there comes this very intimate set of sensations called the body, intimate set of sensations called thoughts. And we have taken this set of sensations and made a theoretical construct called the body mind, which we call the ego or the person. It's just a theoretical construct. All these sensations are independent. They just have one cause, which is consciousness. They start from consciousness, end in consciousness, are made up of consciousness. There is only consciousness. And yet, in the appearance, consciousness has given itself the ability to take these constructs and make a notion around. Like, there is no sky. You see, we have a theoretical notion of sky. But is there something real like the sky? There is no sky. You see, it's a construct which is made up of that space in which clouds can be there, that space in which we can view the stars. But there is no substance like the sky. In the same way, there is no substance like the person. It is just a theoretical notion. The ego is just a theoretical construct. There is, in fact, no mind. It's just that we've taken this set of sensations called thoughts, imagination, memory, and put it together into one theoretical notion called mind. In fact, you know where I'm going. There is no such thing as the body also. We've taken all these various sensations, leg sensation, knee sensation, arm sensation, and made one collective construct and visual sensation, which seems to have this continuity, is it, into one construct called the body. But all has only been consciousness.
Yeah, it's just like this dream state where we become a body. It's not actually a body.
Exactly. So now that is why the sages have given us these clues. They have seen through this Maya, this realm of the changing, and come to that discovery of the truth, and then said, okay, in the play, everyone needs some clues. So, what are the scriptures? What is the Ashtavakra Gita? It's a set of clues. How do we find this? Because actually, directly, you cannot point to it. I cannot take you to that which is out of space by pointing this way in space or pointing that way in space. I have to take you beyond space. So then that beyond space itself becomes a clue. It becomes a pointer. I cannot tell you that which is timeless by telling you that you will find it in the future or you had it in the past. I have to take you beyond time. But I cannot take you phenomenally beyond time. I can just point to your source. Where does even this consciousness come from? Is that beyond time and space or not? So these clues are to be used like this.
What in this week seeming making state, stops me to verify what you say?
It is the habit of going with our conditioning. That is why we have satsang every day, to break that habit of conditioning, which reinforces the idea you are a person, you are a person, you are a person. These are your goals, this is your life, this is what you should do. You see? You have to be like this, you have to do like this. You see? If this constant commentary is on, you see, then and our predisposition has become that we believe this commentary, then we need to have the opposite of that also, which is pointing you to your timeless nature, to your spaceless nature, and reminding you that if when you really check, you don't find the one that the mind is talking to.